And here they are.
The Brick Twins!
So I think my idea here with the quick service restaurant, I think I'm going to try to base it off this area a little bit, since you come out of those riders right here. I mean, you got Carnival Corner. I think I want to make it some sort of fair. Maybe some stands over here that you can come get your food at. With all your normals like hot dogs, hamburgers, stuff like that. And I think I want to make a little carnival stand right here, and a little almost like a band little shack over here. Then we'll have some seats in front. So we're gonna start working on those and show you how we're coming along. This is the kind of fairground themed stall that I came up with. It kind of matches Carnival Corner, since that's kind of the color I wanted to reach here. Of course, it's not in Carnival Corner, but I think that's pretty cool. That we made something like kind of outside. It has a lot of cool features. We're going to get into it here. I haven't fully finished yet. I still need to do the interior. But you take out this roof here that has like all these slopes on the side. I even used like these inverted ones to end it off. And then this roof can come off like that. And then inside, we have this whole area that, of course, we need to work on. This needed maybe being like one of those little timers, like that computer that shows like people's mobile orders coming in. And then right here we would put like hot dogs and then hamburgers. There's a little kitchen back there. Little stalls. We're gonna make a kitchen back here, and area where they can order, where the minifigs will stand to get the people's orders. I use these taller blue windows because the only other normal blue windows I had were like teal, and I think this looks pretty good. And on this side I found a red one. This is actually going to be the pickup window for all the meals served here in this little marketplace / fast like quick service restaurant. So you'll come here for your pickup. And then I even put like a little tile here for 2x3. And of course we're going to be getting all those like custom stickers to put on that. And then right here I put a little clip. I'm put like maybe a broom right there, so if there's like mess on the ground, people can come and sweep it up. I'm probably gonna put like a 1x6 tile right there, and then we still have one more stall. This one's gonna be based off the pirate splash battle area, so I'm gonna make it like kind of old and worn down, and that's what we're gonna use those kind of embroidered roof pieces for. And it'll be pretty cool. And then also another cool thing is I purposely had the idea of putting these slopes here in the first place to kind of cover off this area right here, so when people are sitting here getting their order, not blazing in the sun, then at least got some shade. And then of course we put a little sign right here that's gonna say, I don't know, I'm gonna maybe like favorites or carnival stall. I don't know. I still gotta think about that. That stall's looking really good. Let's start working on the second one. So along with the Carnival Corner Shack, we also built this one that's based off the Pirate Splash Battle. Now we also made a nice courtyard and a tan place that represents sand in the front. And then we also have these stools right here. Just made a wall right here using 1x2 slopes with the cheese slopes on top, similar to how we did it over here. Let's take a look at the outside of the snack shack. Here we have I put the long tan brick in the back so you could see the detail. And we also have some different shades of brown brick layering, and that kind of goes with the side of how we have some more masonry on that side. And on this side we just have a bunch of random brown. And then in the front we have a skeleton out there. To get a better view here, we have a skeleton front with a bunch of different things that represent pirates on the beach sand, and that pink crystal in the middle. It represents the two lines. This is a resort kind of place where they have all sorts of sweet treats inside. But before we look at the inside, we have the top roof that really is what really brings us the theme of the Pirate Splash Battle. We have two palm leaves hanging off the side. We actually got these pieces from the paddle, and they look really good as like shingles. So I recommend if you're making any shacks like this, or anything really like you want to use these for, they're a really good piece. We have an air vent on top here, like air conditioning for the building. I really like adding these to the buildings. We did it with the updated bakery and the sports shop a couple of videos back. And the bank. Oh yeah, and the bank as well. Forgot about that. Nice air vent. I really like those on top of the buildings. So we did it with this one as well. We put some of those 2x4s that have like the cores on each side, and that's really nice color. So this opens,
And it reveals the inside. So I got the brick wrong, so the minifigures can actually stand. So they're sitting on these little mats on the ground. Kind of weird, but we have some tools to clean up the place right there. We have a $100 bill that kind of represents pirates in a way.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, we also have a bunch of desserts. So we have 2 drinks right here. We have that 1 cup with an orange indented into it and a gold wine bottle. We have some ice cream, some cookies, pancakes, strawberry. All the desserty pieces. We also have a minifigure in there. Like I said, we have the details, and we also have these stools right here as well. People can sit on under the shade. It's always an up at amusement parks. So the next thing we're going to do here
Is add interior detail to the carnival corner stall. I didn't add interior detail to this yet, but it's going to be like your normal hot dogs, burgers, pizza, all that stuff.
And we're also going to add a courtyard out the front, right? It's kind of matching this.
Yeah, that. I'm going to use light gray tile and get sort of that same seat design. I think it's going to be really cool. Let's start adding that interior detail and making the courtyard. This here is the new Carnival Corner based stall. Now this is such an epic stall. So it has these balloons on top. This really cool pattern that goes all the way along using slopes and inverted slopes that kind of match with the texture. And then we have this little sign right here which we're going to get a printing on. So I put that there. Connected on with the red forward-facing snaplet. And then in the plaza, like there's like this little snot like jumper tile. So I put this little flag design with the ball and this little courtyard. And then we also have a table over here, which really matches that table a lot. Then we got our final construction worker doing the finishing touches. Everything's done. He's just inspecting everything, making sure everything's good. And then we have a little broom right here. And our 2 windows with the menu. And then we can take the roof off. Ooh, balloons are really fragile, but not as fragile as flags. And then inside we have our little stove here, and what's really cool is if you look at the sandwich, I put sand green lettuce on the burger. It's supposed to look rotten, and then next to that I put more tomatoes and actual lettuce, and this guy said that scared face. He's like, yeah, why is there rotten lettuce on the cheeseburger? So he's having to fix that out. And we have a little sink right there using this slope. It's like where the water comes out. We have a fryer right here, and we use kind of like a kind of inverted brick.
It was
slope.
based off the Snack Shack, but I think the designer actually put a fryer in here.
So yeah, we use that design. And then we also have a little griller right there using some drawer techniques with the jumper tiles and a hot dog. So the main thing this place sells is hot dogs, hamburgers, all your classic fair food. And you can easily put the roof back on like this. Yeah, this one fall off. It's kind of like those little restaurants you see outside of big places. Like, it's not in Carnival Corner. It's like one of those cheap restaurants that are outside of, like, the big places.
Yeah, but
I guess maybe
it's still linked to Carnival Corner. I think that should be the theme of it.
And then this pathway comes through and comes down, and this comes to the little takeout window right here. And this just looks so epic. We got the interior details inside of here, and we completed our first official quick service restaurant in the park. So I'm guessing when it opens, it'll be very packed.
I know, but isn't Tree Trunk Eats the first one?
Maybe. It does sell snacks. But we made something really cool, and Richmond is going to show you this.
So I did say that we're going to make a new shelf here in the gift shop, and I followed through. So it's a Carnival Corner shelf to fill out this space. It didn't feel like this gift shop was packed enough if we would have only did these 2 shelving areas with Sonic Land and the Natureland Haunted Graveyard section. So right here is a whole Carnival Corner. We just have a bunch of different carnivals. I have all sorts of wacky like trophies, little mini models of cars, a space rock, and this little Batman thing. It's like a mini scale of something. And then up here we have these flags to represent Carnival Corner. This one we have the slopes represent Sonic Land. And up here we have this big skeleton to represent Haunted Graveyard. But I think this is actually going to be an item for sale, so That's a nice little feature.
And we probably already showed it in this video, but we got 1x6 tan tile for the gift shop, and the other tan tile we ordered is not here yet, but that includes 2x2, 1x4, and I believe 1x2. So that should be able to almost finish the gift shop. We're actually gonna plan one more shelf, but it's gonna have to be changed out through the seasons. It's gonna be one that faces.
Well, this
right
one's
here.
gonna be changed this season. This one is gonna be Loop Coaster Pavilion shelf.
I think we're gonna have a little Loop Coaster Pavilion shelf right here. And then this one back here is gonna be like one that's changed throughout the season, like the one behind the checkout. So in these future theme park videos, when we start to finish the amusement park, we are gonna do that. Looks really good, but there's one more thing I wanna do in today's video, and that's work on Sonic Land.
So actually I have a different thought for the Haunted Graveyard section. We're gonna take Hagrid's hut out and we're gonna make a graveyard. I think that'll be fit with the theme. I already got the pathway going. Definitely one of the most undeveloped areas, and it's gonna come right up to here. See how it kind of goes a step up, and then we're gonna make a little trail around the graveyard. But part of the graveyard will be taken out during different seasons. Well, just really Halloween. We have the Halloween barn, a brand new set that recently came out. So we're gonna place the Halloween barn in this section. But see how this little graveyard right here? This is actually gonna be an expansion. So we're gonna take these pieces out and we're gonna expand the graveyard around this section. I don't know, we'll definitely have to order more than this brown fence. So that's just an idea. I think we're gonna roll with it. So let's get Hagrid's hut out of here. For Haunted Graveyard, we have the pieces calculated.
And the pieces we need are 51 brown fence, 40 1x1 bricks, and 12 1x2 brick slopes in brown. When we make our piece order, that's going to be all the pieces that we need for the Haunted Graveyard section.
As you can see, we have some nice of like miscellaneous 1x1 tile and light gray. And this is where the exit's going to be, so we have the pathway kind of coming down here so people can connect back over here. So when the pathway comes out, we're going to connect to the gift shop, and then there will be some connected to the Haunted Graveyard area, Sonic Land. But we're actually also fencing this area back over here, because there's actually going to be a bathroom back here, and we have the fences all off, so people don't want to try to get intact with the Haunted Mansion's motors. But there's also room for backstage buildings if we wish. We still have some exposed studs that I kind of want to fill in, but I don't want to waste all the green pieces. So backstage buildings are an option, but I don't know.